been kind of a strange morning. My potholes trumped my transparency, which that's the way it is. But I want to take the opportunity to recognize the people that are with us today, because it's through their collaboration and support that we feel comfortable rolling the checkbook out online. With us today is Supervisor Bill Cusack and Chairman Senator Brooke, along with Rita Vargas. I think when you walked in, I have at the front there is the agenda and also my comments if you'd like to take them with you. We're pleased today to roll out the latest innovation in providing information to the public, which is the Scott County Checkbook Online. It is this online function which will allow the public to track how county government spends the taxpayers' dollars. The public will receive the same information that the County Board of Supervisors receives every 2 weeks. The public will have access to the accounts payable report prepared for the Board of Supervisors, which shows spending by county department, separate from government agency. The reports are displayed in a searchable PDF format. They include an alphabetical listing of vendors as well as the department report. Also included are the board reports for county spending by purchasing card. And so some of you know our purchasing card is our credit card that we use at the county. We also included a Contact Us feature to allow the public to contact my office if they have any questions or suggestions. So if someone wants to contact us, they can contact us, and we'll say 48 hours to get back to you. Unless there's something that's going to take us a little bit longer to query, then we would just ask that you give us that time to do that. If my department can't find the necessary information, then we will forward it on to the appropriate department. But staff's been looking at this since 2009. And we've experimented with some different options, but we've finally settled on the product that we're releasing today to you. Scott County will be the first major county in Iowa to provide its checkbook online for the general public to see. And we're just joining a growing number of counties and cities in the nation to provide better transparency through local government. Providing this information to the public will help Scott County to meet the board goals of regional leadership, the use of technology to increase productivity, and enhance services and delivery services in a most efficient and effective manner. I know that Reporter Vargas had some comments that she wanted to make, and Supervisor Cusack, did you want to make any comments?
Just to say I support it. That's
okay. Rita, did you want to make some comments? And then after she's done, then what we'd like to do is we'd like to just run you through the process of how easy it is to access.
First of all, I wanted to thank everybody for being here today. And I'm proud that Scott County is taking a lead and providing this information for its citizens, and to also say that we look forward to the input that we will be getting from our citizens to hopefully help us be more efficient. So that was basically all I wanted to say, and to all those who helped put this together and get this out to the public, thank you.
Thanks, Rita. So if you go to the Scott County's website, so it's www.scottcountyiowa.com, all you'll need to do is go to the auditor's webpage, or you can go to, it'll be right on the front as a feature, the county checkbook online. It'll show new. Just click on go to the checkbook. And as you go there, you'll see that there's 3 different formats. There'll be by vendor, accounts by department, or purchasing cards by vendor. So the first report is the accounts payable by vendor. That's what the newspaper gets right now. So if you'll pull that up for me, Ron. This is similar to what you get right now by vendor. If you go up into the find, you can put up here the vendor that you want. So let's do Mid-American Energy, or just do Mid. And then it pulls up Mid-American Energy, and it'll show you what the utilities were on that boardroom. So you can put by vendor to search for a searchable way, or you can go back. You can do a payable by department. And this is just the breakdown I think that will be the most interesting to people that are looking for anything. It's by department. Each department will be broke out for what their bills are for that cycle. So you can go to any one of these. You can go down to me. You can find me. That's probably the easiest. And so you go down here. These were the bills that came out of my office for that run. If you had a question about any of those, then you could contact my office, and then we would tell you what exactly that is. The next one is by purchasing card, which I told you is similar to a credit card that we use. And so this is a different report that's pulled up by vendor, once again, or go back. by department. It's easier, I think, if you go by department. There's a listing of all that was spent in the, by department in that board run. So I think it's a very easy format to look at. We're excited about the opportunity to be having open and honest government with our taxpayers to show them how we utilize their taxpayer dollars. And with that, I'll answer any questions that anybody might have for me. No questions?
How far back will these go? Is this starting this like day forward? Or?
Just from, we rolled it out the 1st of February, I think is the first one, so it'll be from February forward.
February forward, okay.
And, you know, and we all know that through the Public Information Act, anyone can ask us for that documentation now. We just want to make it easier for those people that are looking for something, that it's easier for them to search. And of course, if they have any questions and they can't find what they're looking for, we're going to help them through that process.
So for the older stuff, it'll be more traditional needs of FOIA or just coming in and asking about specific time periods.
Right.
Okay.
There's also the contact us feature.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, let me go back to the Contact Us feature. This is where if you click on Contact Us, it'll bring up this screen. You just put your name in it, who you are, and then write us the message about what you'd like us to look for. If you have a question about a specific bill. So if you go to my office and it says Secretary of State and Insurance and you wanted to know what that actually was, you would just email us and then we'll send you what that is. And like I said, for things or queries that may be a little more arduous for us to look at, then just give us a little more time than the 48 hours. And if we can't find the answer in our office, in the auditor's office, we'll forward it to the appropriate department, have them research it and get it back to us. And it's delivered to us through eGov, so it'll give us a timeline. So we'll know how long it's taking for anyone to respond to somebody. So if we pass that off to another department, we'll know if it's been answered or not, so that we can follow up in our office.
If they want to do it by voice, then is the mainline phone number? Or?
Sure.
So if somebody wanted to research expenses in last fiscal cycle, for instance, for a particular department, what would be the way they would go out about that now?
Just call me, Todd.
Okay.
Or someone could just call me in last fiscal cycle, if it's in January, you mean?
Well, no, like last
Oh, 2010?
2010.
Sure. Yeah, just let us know. Well, you know, we'll be glad to help you get anything we can. But this is just moving forward, so what
Gotcha.
happens is as soon as we give the board run to the supervisors, the public will be getting exactly what we're given to the board.
I'd like to add something too. A lot of times we put forms out because, you know, there's people who will be sitting at their computer at 2 in the morning and think of something. And just because we put a form out there doesn't necessarily, we're not saying this is how we want you to do it. But this is just another way of contacting us, you know, if you're not able to pick up the phone and call. You know, either way, we're fine with that contact, but that's just to facilitate people who maybe aren't, you know, don't have access to a phone, you know, during our working hours. That's been misinterpreted a lot of times, that that's the only way you can contact us is if you fill out this form. And we want to make it clear that it isn't in any case at all. We're always here to answer the public's call, and, you know, not everybody has a computer either.
Yeah, and just to reiterate what Rita said, all of this information someone can call our office right now and get. It's just to make it easy and accessible, and so in the spirit of transparency, that people know that it's available for them 24 hours a day. Anybody else? Great. Well, we thank those of you that could come today, and especially those who came back today.